And we are back, guys, here at the MVP show, live at Podcast Junkies, Boca Raton, Florida, on a very rainy, gloomy day, unfortunately, hence the outfit right now. I'm not wearing this. It's actually very humid, actually.
The fire fit, though.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm going to wear. It's retro, but it's also 90 degrees and very hot in here. So, I mean, got to get that AC up. no, you don't have to. You don't have to. He's like, shit, he's right. I was like, no, but thank you guys for joining. It's been an interesting week for us, at least. And then to cap it off, we have, I mean, at least the biggest thing is Florida beating Houston.
Gino said it here a while ago.
Yeah, Gino did say it. I actually had a long-term bet beforehand at plus 350 that they would win. Nothing crazy, just $100.
That's good odds.
Yeah, you know, I don't know basketball enough to be laying action like that, so I just threw 100 for fun and cashed that in. So I'm happy about that. And we had a good weekend as well. But real quick before we dive into it, because I almost just dove into it, hence the long night that I had last night that I'll talk about. But next to me we have our CEO of MVP, Swice, aka Simon Swice,
aka the Jew,
the Jew that's wearing a Carolina Panthers polo right now. Very interesting.
He used to live in Charlotte.
Just
kind of threw. I don't know. I picked it out from the closet. And it was my friend's dad. He used to be the personal trainer.
It was like in the back of the closet where you have to
a lot of dirty clothes from this weekend just being out and about.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And that's Mons, everyone, right there. And that's how Mons segue into his introduction. Let's give it up to Mons.
I know what that closet looks like, and it's just.
You shared that closet with me.
I shared it, and it's just Jewish spunk everywhere. It's just disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been to your apartment once. Like, you clean every once a month, right?
Once a month is generous.
Wow.
Once every 2.
Yeah.
Best part is he'll be like, "Oh, I got a girl coming over. And he just throws everything like in one corner.
You're a player like that? You get those girls coming over all the time.
He gets them all.
He gets them all.
Somebody's actually stopping by tomorrow morning.
Wow. Tomorrow morning is crazy. Not even at night.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's just switch it. We're not the MVP show anymore. We're just the dating advice show.
I don't even know what we got into TV shows last week.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's easy to get off topic, but let's talk about the most recent. I know we all watched at our respective places. We all wanted to kind of get a gander of everything. We had Florida, the Florida Gators versus Houston. Who did you guys have in that, first off? Or who did you think was going to win? Because a lot of the money, actually, what I looked at was on Houston. I thought more money was going to come on Florida.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I had Florida in one of my brackets, but the rest of the bracket got cooked. So I took too many underdogs, and then Houston in the other one. But again, it got cooked because I had too many underdogs. So who cares who wins in this scenario? But yeah, it looked like the sharps were on money was coming in on Houston. Public was on the Florida side. And they pulled it out. Another second half comeback. So.
Unbelievable. I think that was the one kid told me he put Houston winning the first half and then Florida winning outright, and he cashed out pretty big, which is smart because Florida, like we talked about in general, is a second half team. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty tight.
Matty Betts had the opposite. Our guy Matty had the opposite. I saw he posted.
Did he do that? Yeah.
No, he did the opposite of it.
Oh, he did Florida and then Houston?
Yeah.
Stupid.
We love you, Matty, but it happens.
And hey, it happens to the best of us. Hey, Florida's the second half team. They poured it on. I thought they were honestly, I think they were at a 10-point deficit at the point where I was like, fuck. That's going to be a tough one to come back for after.
No, we got
minutes.
a great Final Four. Honestly, it was after all the bullshit from the tournament.
Tell me about the ending of that game. What the fuck was that? He goes up for a 3 and drops the ball, and then fucking goes into double. Double dribble or travel.
But he couldn't pick it back
up. That was a bad possession. Yeah, but they were just hanging out around the 3-point line.
He had 5 more seconds. I'm not saying that's not a lot of time, but like you're just gonna grab the ball and chuck it.
Both of Houston's final possessions were awful,
atrocious.
I mean, Cryer dribbling the ball off his foot out of bounds, and then. That was the final possession. It was the final 2 possessions by Houston were awful. Final 7 minutes, 5 minutes of game time from Houston were awful.
I mean, what about Houston? The guy putting his hand out of bounds.
What the fuck?
That was fucking.
What was that?
I don't know. And then I mean, again, like you know, like playing sports my whole life, like team sports. One of the things my coaches would always harp on is like, don't put yourself in a position where a bad call can change the outcome of a game. But I don't know if you guys saw the no goaltend call.
Oh, yeah, I did see that this morning.
And they lost by 2.
Yep.
That goaltend is a tie game at 65 apiece.
Yep.
So it's...
I thought that game was going to go in overtime, too. I was like, this...
We only got one overtime game in the tournament.
Nothing.
Only one.
Do you have, do you have stats on how many normally go in a tournament?
Yeah, about 4 to 5. Minimum 4.
So next year, are we going to...
No. I'm done. I hate overtime. I'm done with overtime. Bro. Ever since I met Ray, overtime bets have been awful.
It's me. I'm the cause of no overtime bets.
After the Super Bowl last year, I've just been hammering overtime. But no, did cash on that big bet with you with the Dolphins and the under or that.
The Bills.
Yeah, that under was insane.
That was cool. That was cool to be a part of. Can you guys also argue that how it ended for Houston was exactly a very similar aspect to how Duke ended with Houston?
Yeah.
It was almost the same, like you guys had it in the bag and completely just fumbled.
So the question would be for both of you, was it worth, going through all the bullshit of this tournament to get to the last 3 games and fire?
No.
Really?
Dude, I want good games.
Yeah, 100%.
I want, I don't think you remember, but March Madness, used to get those quality games in the 64, 32, 16, 8.
Yep.
It should have taken to the Final Four.
That's not when that didn't occur either. It's once in a blue moon, in my opinion.
No, I want a crazy.
I want.
No. 2008 was all one seed.
I want
it's kind of like this. If you look back at it,
I want a half-court buzzer beater out of nowhere. That
was like Jalen Suggs for Gonzaga.
Yeah,
that was nasty.
That's what I want.
There were
you got 3 amazing games though to end.
And I would have rather gotten them throughout the other rounds.
Let's not bullshit here. You don't watch fucking most of the games, and you just watch the ending of some of the games.
I watched every game. You were with me for some.
Some of them.
was that bounce up in Delray, sweating.
Speaking of sweating, you guys were sweating pretty heavily for Houston to beat Duke. Let's go back now a little bit from the Duke
Saturday.
Houston. Yeah.
Both good games Saturday. Actually, congratulations. Hold on, real quick. Congratulations to the Golden Jewish coach for winning. Yeah. Just wanted to make Matt aware of that.
There was in fact. Yep.
Shout out Jews.
Shout out all the Jews there.
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Kelvin Sampson couldn't beat the Jews, could he?
Listen.
No, he had the game. He just blew it.
Well, this weekend we do have Bryce Mitchell looking to.
Oh God, this fucking guy, Bryce Mitchell, dude.
No, we'll dive into. I'll dive into UFC 314.
I'm gonna kill Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people are. There's actually a good amount of Jewish people that live in Miami.
I'm gonna send it to my mom to post on the synagogue board thing.
He's literally fighting an absolute animal.
Synagogue board.
Anti-Bryce Mitchell, we get the picket fence. Anyways, going back to your question about Saturday's game.
Yeah, no, Bounce. So we were together at Bounce. We had a table, very, very nice. It was very fun. You guys have a good time?
Shout out, Poppy.
Shout out,
Poppy.
Pop. I just
try that one more time.
Shout out, Poppy.
There it is.
Yeah.
Can't wait for him to watch this.
He watches the whole thing too, right?
He does.
All right, cool.
Yes, he will.
Nice.
But table at Bounce, good time, good vibes.
Yeah.
Energy was good.
Lost the first game.
Big Florida contingent.
Florida beating Auburn. That was a close game, great game.
Florida. I didn't realize that Bounce was a Florida bar until this weekend.
Yeah, how was that last night? Was it big Florida?
It was erupting.
Slammed?
It was slammed for a Monday night, slammed. You would have mistaken it for an average Friday or Saturday night. It looks like that. And then it was, vibes were high in the first half. They were neutral at halftime, super low in the beginning of the second half, and then at the 10-minute mark and on, once they got it to I forget who it was. Someone hit an and one, and it brought it down to a 3-point game.
It was Florida.
Yeah.
It was 2 back-to-back calls with the and ones.
Yeah, and they got it down to a 3-point game. The place erupted. And then when they tied, the place erupted, and they never looked back since. After the buzzer went and the game was over.
Houston really, really frustrated me last night with just Roberts bricking up shots.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens.
All right, take over, Simon.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it going, Simon.
Ben, we have the sound effects. Probably need them today.
we need to amplify the show. But yeah, no, that was. Hey, so overall, let's recap the whole entire March Madness thing. I'll never bet on fucking basketball ever again. I'm done with that shit. I'll watch other people sweat it out from now on. But are you done betting basketball, Simon?
College basketball, you can get great over and unders and sharp plays during the season, but this fucking tournament, bro, I'm done. Done.
That's it.
I don't want to bet on it. I
Or
want to
just
watch
bet
it.
the chalk. Like that seems to be the new thing in sports.
I mean, it was
Just
the
bet
last 2
favorite.
years in March Madness were very chalky.
Yeah, like just bet them.
Fuck it. At this point, we're gonna have to.
I hate chalk.
I know you do, but you're driving Uber because of the chalk right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just gets really, really dark. Anyway,
It's brutal.
how's Uber driving?
It's been good. You drive some interesting people.
How was your Taco Bell stop the other night?
Not good. Not good.
Who are the types of people you're driving?
A lot of bald guys.
A lot of
Yeah, a lot of bald guys.
That's fair enough. Okay.
But Uber's better than Lyft.
Well-
Lyft's for pop people.
Simon hates Lyft, honestly. I like Lyft. I'm actually banned from Uber, so I have to ride Lyft.
I'd love to hear that story.
Yeah. No, yeah, another time. Has nothing to do with MVP or sports whatsoever. It actually from a sporting event, but yes. Kind of does. But all right, yeah, we're done with March Madness, NCAA basketball. Thank fucking God, I'm over it too. So now what we have is, we have basketball. We have the at least the playoffs are going to be coming up soon for NBA. But more importantly, we have MLB now. We can start going out. I think we should start maybe hitting the Marlins Stadium, dude. Have you guys ever been? It's sick.
I have not been, but
I've not
wanna
been.
go.
Have you been? You've never been to the Marlins? Wow. Yeah, no, phenomenal.
I've never been to a Marlins game.
Wow. How long you've been here longer than me?
Been here 10 years now, yeah.
Wow, no, Ben, you got to go. We should all go.
I've never been to a Heat game either.
Me neither. I've also never been to a Heat game.
We're taking Ben to a Marlins game.
Dude, I'm down. That'd be a lot of fun.
I know the Marlins were so bad at one point last year. Just to get people in the door, they were doing like $30
Buy one, get one.
or $30 or $50 tickets, and it was like they were good seats, and it was like all you can eat and drink up until the 7th inning.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
If they do that again, we're going.
God.
We're there.
Marlins, I hope you suck this year so we could experience that $50 experience.
Baseball, buffet, booze, 3 Bs, baby.
Do you remember when the Panthers was like only like $20 a ticket?
Oh my God, I remember that. They were
$20?
Yes, he's
Bro,
right. I remember that.
It was the 2015. It had to be 2015, 2016. The tickets were like only $25.
I remember
$50.
For the nosebleeds?
No, for nice seats.
For decent seats
Yeah.
that cost probably over $100.
Didn't we look last year and seats were like $100 for like
It all depends on the
15
game,
rows
but-
back?
No, but they were literally they lost every single. It was the season where they like won one game towards the end of the
Yes.
season, but it was like they were 0-10, and they were like, all right, just support us at this point, guys.
I was
there you
actually,
go, and you're repping them. How cool is that?
I was actually a New Jersey Nets fan back in the day when they were like the worst team ever. I don't know if you remember this. It might have been too
I was young, but
they were really bad, really fucking bad. But I was a big fan. I watched every game.
It's funny, but
I got on the Yes Network as one of the Ask the Announcers questions.
Do you ever see those?
I would pay so much money to find that article.
I have a video of it.
Send me that.
I don't know where it is. Mama Weiss will probably
Do you think
know.
those teams will ever be successful, like a Miami Marlins, like a Carolina Panthers? Think they'll ever win a
Of
championship?
course, it'll come back around.
I mean, the Panthers were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not being anytime soon. They suck.
Bryce Young's a midget. That's why.
Right, yeah, he is a midget, but he's a good midget. He's a nice midget, very friendly guy. But yeah, I think I'm excited for baseball. I mean, I'm trying to get more involved. It's tough to watch physically on the TV. It's tough to also go out there and watch.
Good napping sport.
Yeah, with your fellow D-gens, it's hard to be like, he's on first base. Let's fucking go. Like I can't.
You guys are too hard on it. Like you
Matt,
are.
I know you are.
I know. I'm a huge baseball guy, but you
Big
really
baseball
are.
buff.
Like people say it's such a slow sport. The average like baseball game now with the pitch clock is like 2 hours and 30, 40 minutes. Like it's not that long. And like throw it like the Yankees Dodgers had a game in the afternoon. I came back from the gym. I was getting ready for you to pick me up, and I just threw it on the TV as like background, and I watched. Like
I mean, I get enough football stuff. I don't need to watch baseball.
you'd rather watch Colin Cowherd break down the same thing over and over and over than throw
It's
on.
not the same thing. The
same
NFL
thing.
was way more interesting than the MLB. And
So
their
you'd rather watch
shitty fucking
You'd
product.
rather watch NFL offseason.
I'd rather watch
talk.
PFL from
Stop.
10 years
Stop.
ago.
When nothing has happened in NFL offseason this past week.
That's not accurate at all.
What's happened in the NFL offseason?
We're going to talk about it.
Give it to me. Give me one thing. Let's tease it.
Travis Hunter or Shadur Sanders, #2 overall.
So the same thing we've talked about for the last 3 weeks?
No, that's new news on
Same
the draft.
thing we've talked about. Anyway,
I hope
you
your
guys are too
Patriots
hard on baseball.
don't make the playoffs.
But tapping into the NBA, the Nuggets. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, that's
literally on our way here, firing their coach.
They just fired Mike Malone.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
They just lost to the Trailblazers too.
Fired their coach.
I think there's something internally. It must be real bad.
I mean, they were NBA champions 2 years ago.
Wow.
4 seed this year. Like something was going down behind the scenes.
I wish we get a breaking news Ben thing on the air.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know that. I was driving through a monsoon, so I couldn't check my phone.
I'm intrigued to see what it does to do we have any insight on what it's done to betting odds? Do either of you guys happen to know?
I mean, this just happened.
Just happened.
Yeah.
An hour
ago. Then
he got slashed.
I have no idea. Then that is something internal. Then I'm not too sure about that. Yeah.
Does it say why?
Nuggets fire GM Calvin Booth is now.
What the fuck?
Nuggets fire. Blah blah blah.
Their GM too. Jeez.
Jesus Christ! What? Something happened.
Yeah. Something big.
Some
hopefully
scandal.
hopefully
there might be a scandal.
Like serious. You know,
but that seems like it would be serious. Fire.
I mean, it's a week before the playoffs,
and it's not because he's not doing a good job either.
No, they're doing well.
They're doing very good.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm interested to see how this pans out. I think it's something. I don't know. What if we had to guess?
Maybe he's on the Epstein list.
That's what I'm saying.
Know.
Like when
they probably like pull it up. Be like, all right, we got to get rid of this fucking guy. Jesus
when something
Christ.
like this happens, you immediately go to like I hate to say it, but like either domestic abuse or like sexual assault, like something like that.
With one of the employees there, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something internally, because that makes no sense whatsoever outside of being
getting high on the job. Maybe I don't know.
I don't think he's fucking
Michael Malone might be token one on the bus. We don't know.
If he is, I mean, isn't pot legal
in Denver? Yeah,
he's just on the bus. Everyone's just chilling. He's like, all right, guys, good shit. All right, this guy doesn't.
Well, interested to see how that transpires. I guess one of their assistants is the head coach.
I have no clue who they.
That is massive shambles, Mons. Big time.
Joker could probably be the head coach and still play and probably do a great job. So why not give him the slot?
Well, we'll see about that. But what I'm more interested in is Lakers Warriors.
Yeah,
we watched some of that game on Thursday.
We did. Yeah,
Thursday.
No, that was Sunday.
The Lakers.
No, that was the Oklahoma City Lakers.
Oh yeah,
we saw it with Ray.
Right. Yeah.
No. You were in Orlando for PFL. Yeah, we saw it with the
big man.
Big man and our buddy Fabian.
Lakers Warriors.
Yeah, Lakers and how about Lakers fucking blew out? Was it OKC?
Yeah, on Sunday blew them out.
Yeah, what was it 127 to like 90 something?
Yeah, it was over 30.
We saw that game, a little bit of it. Yeah, I would love to see Lakers Warriors this series.
I can see it happening.
Steph, LeBron, they're gonna get ratings up the wazoo there.
They will.
Nobody's gonna give a fuck about the MLB.
Yeah,
it's just false.
Really, you think people are gonna bet on MLB all summer?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just bet
have nothing to bet on,
guys.
They'll wait till football.
Can we? Let's dial it back to baseball. This is what I fucking hate about betting in baseball. All right, now I'm gonna go on another tangent real quick. I don't understand. I'm following the trends here, and I get it. I'm not watching the fucking game live and everything. There was only one hit. I forgot which. I think it was Athletics or whatever. I forgot who they were playing. I don't know. I was just being an absolute degenerate looking at games. I was like, what am I going to bet on? I'm with fucking Austin. He's like challenging me to bets. Like, who's going to win? And like, I'm like, all right, fucking let's do it. Tell me this. Only one run was scored in the whole fucking game. There was like barely any hits. No action whatsoever. I'm like, fucking almost even odds for a no run in the inning for at the seventh inning. I was like, fuck yeah, that makes sense, right? Makes sense. Go to the top of the seventh. Strike. Everything. 3 outs. Fucking I'm talking to him. I go back to it. 2 outs, bottom of the seventh. I go, fucking won. Yeah, 150. Easy money. Fucking check it one more time. Guy with 2 outs, no man on, hits a fucking home run. I go, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Every time. It happens every time.
Yeah.
Never fails. You never know. I was like, yeah, that was pretty demoralizing for me. And that's why baseball, it gets you. Sorry, that was a tangent, and that one really hit home. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
So what you watched was what's called a pitcher's duel. It's called the pitcher's duel. When there's no run scored, when it's just a good defensive game, both guys on the mound humming it, that's a pitcher's duel. I love those.
So
the average sports fan hates it, but like a baseball guy, I eat that shit up.
So do you prefer? Would you like recommend me not to bet on that or bet on something like that?
Oh,
because I feel like at that point
that's just a D-gen bet. Like no runs to be scored in the inning. Like Yeah, it's a DGen bet.
With one scored the entire game.
Yeah, it's a DGen bet, but I'm not going to tell you not to bet it because the amount of times that there are no runs scored in an inning all the time. So it's just you got the shit end of the stick on that.
What percentage of games, and you might not know this.
I was going to say you're asking me stats that I don't know.
And end at 1 run.
Couldn't tell you.
Over a quarter of games, would you think?
Matt, give me
why are they setting a run line at 1.5 if that means a lot of games end at 1?
Exactly. There you go.
So if you had to guess, what do you think? 25?
Matt, how many times does Ohtani breathe a day? Right.
25, a quarter of all MLB games to end in 1 run. You're saying?
I don't know.
That's what you're asking.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I would
look it up.
I would have to say it would probably be about 25 to 35%.
Oh.
If I had to guess. But I mean, like, you will see those run lines jump up like towards the middle of the season when it's like the Dodgers versus, I don't know, what probably will be the fucking Marlins. You know, you might see like a -2.5.
That's the game we should go to.
We should go to a Marlins game. Now, I'm going to ask you this on a betting perspective because there's a lot of fucking hits being scored. Is that going to die out as we move forward in the season? Because, like I said, I said this last show too. These are fucking football numbers. 7.
I don't know if you guys saw the Red Sox score the other day. It was fucking 18 to 9 or something.
It's once again
That's
football
literally
numbers.
A football score.
Yeah, like they had 22 hits in the game.
Is that gonna die down as we move forward, Matt? Since you're a big baseball buff, or is that something where it's like people are gonna start figuring out pitchers, styles, there's different things in sports. I don't know baseball too much in that aspect, but do you think that kind of like it's gonna dim down a little bit? Of course, there's people that are gonna fucking rally and shit, but do you think because the majority of all of these games, I so far from what I've seen, I'm looking at the scores and it's fucking 6-6 going into the 5th. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. As a general rule of thumb, I mean, I played competitive ball like my whole life. As a general rule of thumb, in the early stage of the seasons. And like when you're a young hitter, like when you just get brought up from AAA and you're making your debut, you're a rookie, the batters have the advantage over the pitchers because the pitchers, don't know what a batter is or isn't hitting well yet for the season. They don't know the hole in their swings yet. After a few weeks, you might be able to gather enough info, and the pitching coach, and when you are dissecting how to pitch to a lineup, all right, they're 2 through 3, 2, 3, 4 hitters. They really do bad against like down and away off speed pitches or up and in fastballs. They can't get the barrel there. So then you start peppering those spots, and you're going to see holes in the batter's swings. But early in the season, and when you're a young kid and they don't have any film or footage on you yet to see where that hole in your swing is, look at the Red Sox rookie Christian Campbell. He is lighting up the league. Do I think he's going to be that good all year? No. He'll probably come back down to earth a little bit because pitchers will figure him out. It's just the name of the game. So I think we'll see scores come down a little bit, but just like every other major league, out of the 4 major leagues, they want numbers, they want views, and, I am in the minority. The guy that loves a pitcher's duel is a baseball nut. The average sports fan does not want to see a pitcher's duel. They want to see fucking 4 home runs being hit by each team a game.
Yeah, it's the unders for every sport.
It's this. Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants to see an under except for professional.
So, just a few years ago, baseball had the fucking, I don't even know if you guys remember this, the juice balls. Mm-hmm. And MLB was literally using balls that were designed to go further and
for more action.
Yep. They want the runs, so I think MLB will, the numbers will come down just because pitchers will figure out hitters, but MLB themselves will not do anything to try and keep those scores low. They're going to want the scores to stay high. Gives better viewership.
It's all these torpedo bats.
Yeah, it's the torpedo bats. I mean, I
don't mind them. Yeah.
I like it.
I'm here for it. Let's cause some more runs. I'll start betting on runs being scored on the inning. Fuck that now. I'm done betting on no runs. Jesus Christ. That was the worst thing I've ever done. But yeah, no, I'm excited for baseball. I'm excited to go to a game. I haven't been to a game in a fucking minute. But I've been to the Marlins stadium when I first moved down here, and they have like a hot tub in the back. So, I mean, I was always thinking about like if somebody cracked a home run far enough, I wonder if somebody's just chilling in the hot tub, a fucking ball just hits them in the head. I don't know. Funny things. But we should all go there and experience the Marlins stadium.
We'll bring Ben.
Yeah, Ben's coming too, and then we'll follow up with a Heat game. So we'll just go back to back at this point.
Look at this guy is so happy. What a day!
I mean,
what a day!
Honestly, guys, real quick, we're in South Florida, so we're in the mecca of professional sports. In my opinion, you have every single I'm from fucking Connecticut, bro. You either have to go to New England, to go or Gillette Stadium for the Patriots, and then you have, of course, Celtics and everything in Boston, and then New York. But like, we're in South. We literally have a professional NHL team, professional basketball team, professional baseball team, professional football team, and then we have professional, at least in my realm, some of the best combat sports leagues in.
And we have a Jai Lee, that thing we went to a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we also have an Indian league too. So if anyone wants to go watch Indian guys fucking throw, are they even Indian or no?
No, I think wasn't it a sport?
I have no idea.
It was Spain.
It
was Spain.
Some of them look Indian, but anyway, that's besides the point. It was what was it called again?
Jai people.
Jai Lee. What is it called?
I don't know.
Halai. Something like that.
Sorry if I butchered.
They said it's the fastest growing sport on social media. I'm like, that's a load of.
All right, I'm telling you right now. All right, there's people in that fucking sport. I'm talking to you guys, whoever's in here. Ain't no way nobody's putting a gun to this fucking any of these guys' head, because you could bet on these sports. Nobody's putting a gun to this guy's head and be like, hey, you're going to lose this game, because this guy has nothing to lose whatsoever. So rather, probably win some money on a game that 4 people are in the stands of. I don't know.
I cannot believe that they said that is the fastest growing sport on social media. I'm like, what? Where are you getting these numbers on fucking some random...
I haven't seen one thing on social media of this bullshit. I thought of like the fucking like when you guys were telling me we're going, I was like, what are the wall ball shit? Like I don't know. I've never. Then all of a sudden I see a guy holding a claw in his hand. I'm like,
I really don't feel bad roasting it. Like they just, I don't know.
We're never. I mean, we'll probably go again, maybe.
If some shark group wants me to go live, call in for the game, I'll do it. But.
Yeah, very. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, it could be the new sharp of that group. Hey, that sport.
You could do private security for them.
Private security for the Jalees.
Those guys definitely do like delivery drivers for fucking Pizza Hut or some shit.
The guy literally just finished Uber Eats to play his game of Jalee, and he's a minus fucking 120 going.
Hey, but you can bet on it. Real D-Gen.
Yeah. So I mean, we're in the mecca of professional sports here. Speaking of professional sports,
what do we have coming up though?
We have UFC 314 in Miami this weekend. I'm excited for that. I mean, I don't know if I'll go. Tickets for a nosebleed are literally $450, and
Jesus.
I've been there. I've been to the Kasai Center, Ben, but I haven't been to a Miami Heat game. And I'm telling you, if you're in the nosebleeds, it fucking sucks. It's not worth it. You don't get the full experience.
You know what the worst nosebleeds are? Did you see the photo? Did you see the photos from the Alamo Dome of like the really far in the back seats because it's like a football?
No, but it's probably the same, very similar.
No.
I was gonna say,
no, it's like 100,000 people can sit in these football stadiums. They put the basketball arena there. I don't know if you've seen it, Matt. It just fucking can't see anything there. I don't know how much they're paying for those tickets, but people just want to be in the arena.
I was just gonna say, even with the UFC, everything's delayed though, right? Like, so if you have a nosebleed seat, one, you're not even able to look at what's going on here, and someone's gonna get knocked out, and you're still waiting to see them get knocked out. Right?
Yep. It's like a couple second delay, so it's like you'll hear the crowd react from like that are front row, and then it'll like wave back to where you are, and you'll be like, whoa.
Right? Is Mr. President Trump going?
Oh, for sure. He'll definitely be.
He was just here for Live. Yeah, there is a lot of events down here.
You have two. I mean, realistically, the 2 fights. I mean, there's a couple other good fights on there, but notable fights. I think this is, of course, my guy Michael Chandler is fighting the up-and-comer Englishman, Paddy Pimblett.
Is he a dog again?
He is a dog again at plus 100, and I'll tell you this much. Paddy Pimblett has not faced people like... Once again, I'm going to sprinkle Mike. Of course, it's just fucking... It's personal, too, on top of it, but realistically... There's a teammate of Michael Chandler, some insight, so maybe it'll help you if you want to lay some action on it. You don't have to. I will. But Michael Chandler's training partner, Jared Gordon, fought Paddy Pimblett like a couple years ago, and Jared Gordon arguably, if not won that fight without question. Everyone. It was one of the biggest robberies. Like, robbery, we talk about it, but there was a legitimate robbery, and Paddy Pimblett won by unanimous decision, which was beyond me. Jared Gordon won the fight.
Oh, and here we go with the refs again.
Yeah, no, fuck the refs. But Michael Chandler, Jared Gordon speaks very highly of Michael Chandler and says he has a very great shot, and he's trained with Mike, and he's fought Paddy Pimblett, and he says Mike has a very, very good shot at beating Paddy Pimblett. So I like, it's funny because he just has a weird bowl haircut, and you're like, this guy looks like a 16-year-old boy.
Paddy's the one that
he looks like a 16-year-old boy.
He was ripping just fucking slices of pizza in that post game. Yeah.
Yep.
What a G.
He is a G. Yeah. You know,
what was it? He was like,
press conference?
Fuck you, and it was right after a big win, and they were like, Paddy, they were asking about his diet, and he goes, "Fuck you, I'd rather be fat and happy than miserable and ripped with a six-pack."
When he's not in his fight camp, he's literally obese. His face is puffed out. You wouldn't even recognize it.
Awesome.
He looks nothing like himself when he's in. Like, he's over 200 pounds, then he cuts to 155. How crazy is that?
He must have some good food sponsors.
I mean, diet sponsor shit. I mean, that's more impressive. He's fucking cutting 200 pounds. He's cutting 45
So is that the second big fight of the weekend?
Yeah, so that's the co-main event. And then we have Diego Lopez versus Alexander Volkanovski in the main event. The title was vacated by Ilia Topuria because he's moving up to lightweight to fight possibly Islam Makhachev, the champion, which would be an absolute massive fight. But who knows? Maybe there's talks about Arman Sarukian back to Armenia. See if he comes back. I don't know. We'll see his route. I'm not too sure. UFC's not too happy. But I do think Volk should win this fight. I love Diego Lopez. He's a rising star of Mexico. But I just think Volk I can't just bet against Volk.
What's the odds?
I think he's a minus 140 right now. So nothing too crazy. I think Diego Lopez is a minus 120. So I don't know. I like Volk in that matchup. I just think he's been there before. He's faced very similar opponents. Brian Ortega being one of them. I think I know Diego Lopez is better, and he also beat Brian Ortega. But Volk is just very consistent on his feet. I think he could chew him up, and we haven't seen Diego Lopez fight a 5-round fight before. And we watched him gas out against Dan Ige in one of his recent fights. So if this goes 5 rounds, Volk by decision, I would say.
Wow. That should be a clip, Ben.
Yeah. So Volk by decision, guys. That's what I'm feeling. I like those odds. So that's gonna be my picks for UFC Miami this week. We'll see if I end up scrambling up. Maybe we'll go to PFL. Who knows? Then PFL's the day before. Nowhere compared to the UFC Miami, but it'll be fun. But their card is a little bit it kind of got a bracket buster, unfortunately.
Well, speaking of the UFC, Ray, what's your opinion of just shopping around, line shopping we've been going over this the last couple of weeks.
Listen,
offshores versus Hard Rock, FanDuel, all that.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, guys, you guys got to line shop, especially for UFC. I've seen it on other sports, and yes, with offshores and other different books as well, you can maybe get a difference, like maybe 10, maybe, minus.
We saw minus 165, minus 180. I remember that vividly.
So, I was about to get to, but on top of that, that's just normal, like, sports in general. MMA guys, definitely line shop. I saw on the Hard Rock this guy that was fighting at the PFL. He was minus 170 on the Hard Rock, and offshore he was minus 135. Completely night and day.
So why do you think people, for both of you, are so stuck in their ways with just wanting to be on one platform? If they're risking thousands of dollars a week, like why would you think they do that? Just ease?
Comfort, ease. Just goes back to those two main things: comfort level and ease. Again, we spoke about
cycle.
It's you got to find a trustworthy book. You got to find, Hard Rock. You beat them, you're gonna get your money. It's there within minutes. If you got an old school bookie, it's now shit. I hope this guy pays me out. I have to wait until Monday, and not only do I have to wait until Monday, then it still has to actually happen. But that's why you find a good one.
But we know reliable people, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we have access to all that, guys. So if you guys do need a book or need to line shop, reach out to us, DM us. And
please always line shop. You got to line shop.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think that's a good thing to take a look at different books is line shopping.
But it was interesting when we were going over the UFC versus other sports that there is a bigger discrepancy. It seems
nuts.
Like in favor of the offshores actually over Hard Rock. People say, "Oh, Hard Rock has better lines." Well, actually look at.
I've been doing this shit for a little bit now. The offshore books have by far better lines than combat sports, without question, like hands down.
Yeah.
So, and you can get a dime in the roughs. There's some maybe little even odds, but all of a sudden there's just one that's like, wait, what? I go, it's like fucking like I said, minus 170 to minus 135. I go, it's night and day. It's night and day for a guy who's like relatively should win the fight. I'm like, you're almost getting even odds. I go, it's fucking phenomenal line shopping. So. Yeah, line shopping is big, especially for combat sports. I definitely think that there's a discrepancy with a lot.
I found it in college basketball during March Madness.
You did?
Yeah, I found it on the
Colorado State.
The underdogs that never win. It was
Colorado
like plus
State.
280 versus plus 305. But the underdogs didn't win regardless, so didn't really apply. But if you were betting it, you would get more value on that way. So, yeah, it's great to line shop.
Yeah. Anything in the football news you want to touch base on? I don't think there's not really too much, right?
Well, now they're talking about Shadur or Travis Hunter going to Cleveland, which will be you don't care.
No, I don't care because we've talked about this for 3 weeks in a row.
All right, why don't you just not watch the draft and sleep through it?
I'll watch the Patriots pick.
No, who cares? They're taking fucking Will Campbell.
Great. We need the trenches.
Yeah, you need the trenches.
And I've probably said that 2 or 3 weeks in a row now as well.
Need the trenches.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
glad you prefer to watch Colin Coward talk about the same stuff.
Wait, the draft is
no,
end of this. Yeah, it's end of this
the
month.
last weekend.
Yeah.
So a couple
Thursday,
Thursday through Sunday.
to Saturday. Yeah.
It's in a couple weeks.
It's in Green Bay, actually.
Are
Is
you
that
gonna
Easter
go?
weekend?
No, it's the weekend after.
You're not gonna go to that? I feel like you would go to that.
I used my money for the Packers game earlier in the year. So, but yeah, no, NFL. We're just getting ready for the season here, and the draft will be big.
You could bet on the draft,
Oh yeah,
right?
we were talking with Vaughn about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck NFL. Masters.
Oh yeah, we do got
Masters.
guys.
Masters.
All
Fuck
right,
the NFL.
all right. Yeah, let's transition because this is gonna be
a few minutes.
Yeah. All right. So let's touch base, guys. The Masters is this Saturday, going into Sunday. Or sorry, this weekend.
Thursday.
Actually. Yeah, Thursday. Sorry.
Thursday.
Yeah. What the fuck am I talking about?
I literally wake up at like 6 a.m. to see the old guys. It's unreal.
He's a betting favorite as usual. Should win. Everyone's saying it. Do we have Scotty Scheffler winning?
He is the betting
Masters
favorite right now.
at plus 400.
No.
I checked the odds. You don't think Scotty's
no,
winning?
I mean, that would be back-to-back for him, right? Was it last year he won it or the year before?
It might have been the year before. I'm not too sure.
It was last year.
It was last year.
When's the last
Yeah.
time
It was.
Have we ever had back-to-back
It's tough
Masters winners?
to do. I don't know.
You're
I don't
not-
think
you're not
Tiger
going
ever
back.
done it.
No, I don't think he did either. He's not going back.
It's
He's
so
not
hard
happening.
to do it. It's so hard to do it. I think we'll get some rando this year.
Nah,
Not
I mean,
rando.
I don't.
Ready?
I want Rory so
Rory's
bad.
a plus 650.
I want him
That's not
so
bad
bad.
odds.
Yeah,
All right, who
Scott-
else is in the top 10?
All right, so you got Scotty Scheffler plus 400. You got Rory at plus 650. You got John Ram at minus 13. Or sorry, plus 1300. Colin
Morikawa.
Yeah, he's plus 1400. You got Alberg at plus 16. Ludovic at plus 16, and then you got DeChambeau at plus 16.
DeChambeau, his fucking putting game is
And then you got Xander at plus 2,000.
Is that Scheffler?
Yeah, Scheffler,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah,
Schauffele.
he's plus 2,000.
yeah,
And then you got
yeah.
then you got Tommy Fleetwood at plus 3,000.
I don't mind Fleetwood. I don't mind a little
Fleetwood,
sprinkle on
wow.
Bryson. I don't mind a little sprinkle on
He
Bryson.
can't putt though, bro.
Yeah, but dude,
He can drive the ball. I know
He won one of the majors last year. Didn't he win the Open or the Player? He won one of the majors last year.
I don't get into golf until this tournament.
I know, of course not. Most people.
Oh,
don't.
we did play twice last week.
We did. I don't remember much of the back nine of the first round. And
Why not?
Why?
Because of booze?
Booze.
Transfusions?
Nice.
A lot of transfusions.
Can we describe what a transfusion
I don't even know what
is to
sex.
the audience?
It's sex, isn't it? It's
Best one. By the way, shout out Selwyn Pub in Charlotte if you were watching. We love you.
no, it's vodka. We were ripping doubles. It was vodka,
Grape juice
a little bit of ginger ale,
and some juice.
and it's like a transfusion in a can. But I don't know what's in the transfusion part. I don't know. It's fucking amazing.
Sounds.
Getting doubles on the golf course has kind of become a thing.
And then I was ripping shots of tequila. I don't know.
Our
Sounds
other golf partner
I
was
was trying to
driving
set him
onto
up
holes.
with the cart girl.
What?
Yeah.
She was saying dirty things to him. He didn't know how to respond.
Yeah, Simon.
Our other golf partner was driving onto multiple holes.
Yeah, the third we were playing with, shout out Poppy.
Great.
He was so wasted by the 18th. He made a wrong turn to get to the 18th tee box, and next thing you know, he's just driving through the fairways of like 14, 15, 16. And
Like, where the fuck did he go?
all these people were like, "What is this guy doing?" He's like, "Oh, I need a cigarette."
I wish there was a golf course that had like
running over children.
buy some of the putting like TVs for just some of the games and stuff. I would find that pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a big thing now. In Jupiter, they have that. I don't know if you've seen it, Ben. Too. They have what is it, that virtual like game, or it's not even a game. Like Tiger Woods was playing. in it.
TGL, yeah.
That's all
Sick.
brand new. Yeah, it's sick.
We'll have to go next year.
No, I'm very excited for Masters though. I love it every year. It's
Are you getting in a pool?
So who do you? So Matt, who do you have for the Masters? I know you just gave
this person.
Who do you think is going to win the Masters? Don't forget about odds. Who do you think has the best shot at winning Masters?
I have no clue who's going to think. Who do I want? Rory.
Rory?
I want him so bad.
But who do you think's going to win? Everyone wants Rory, to be honest with you.
No, I'm a Scotty guy.
Scotty guy?
You want him to go back to back?
I'd love to see it.
That would be pretty cool.
I just love his work ethic and
That'd be
just
history.
I don't know. I've grown to like the guy. He's just Mr. Consistent. He got what did he do last year? That not drunk driving. He got pulled over or whatever.
Yeah, he got pulled over on his way to a fucking and
then he won the tournament. I forgot which one it was.
Yeah, so that was pretty electric.
But yeah, I forget why. I think he was like, "Yo, I'm literally
these athletes
going
getting
for
pulled
my
over
time."
first. Tyreek Hill. Well, Tyreek Hill was after actually, but
yeah. No, so you want Rory and
I want Rory. I don't know who I think. You can't
so
ask me like that.
hard.
Not with a sport like golf when the favorite is a plus 400. There's no such thing as who do I think like.
Yeah.
But I do not mind a sprinkle on Fleetwood though. I really don't.
A plus 2,000.
where are you getting this information?
My boy back home, he's in golf nut.
Tommy Fleetwood, you heard it here first, people, from this guy.
At plus 2,000, throw 100
If
in
he
there.
fucking wins this, you owe Mons money.
You almost exactly. Guys.
Yeah, I'll read it to you all. He sent me a massive.
Who do
He
you
said
have?
Brooks at plus
Scotty,
2,800, Fleetwood at plus 3,500.
He's 30. Well, he went down.
It
He's
went down,
2,000
and
now,
he likes Hideki at plus 2,800 as well. Those are his three.
Fleetwood's
that he
at
likes.
plus 3,000.
Is your buddy line shopping?
Well, considering he lost his retirement fund on gambling, he's not shopping any lines anymore.
Oh, he's like me.
Yeah. Oh, but way worse. Like 7 figures. Gone.
Lost his retirement fund?
Oh, he was retired. His dad sold a huge company, was retired, lost it all. Then he mowed lawns. Now he does mow lawns, hence why I know him. Shout out Andy. Love you,
We're
buddy.
actually shouting him out. Wow.
I mean,
Never got my sweatshirt. God damn it.
so Simon, who do you have for the Masters?
I haven't looked into it yet, but I'll probably
You Scotty
do
Give a
it.
name. Give a name. Scotty.
I would love
Scotty.
to see Scotty. I love
Are
Scotty.
you just going to find like a Jew in there and just root
There's
for
no
him?
Jews in golf. We just play at Boca, country clubs, and then fucking, I don't know.
Ben, if I send you a video of Simon
Can you
golfing,
not-
can you throw it up there? Yes.
Can we not do that?
Oh, we're doing it.
Why did you take so many of me?
Because your knees.
He also sent me a Jewish guy emoji thing that's really, really weird.
It's so fucked.
Also, I heard about this.
Let me get a zoom in, Ben.
Oh my
Look
God!
at that fucker. Wait for the hands. Wait. Look at it. Look
We
at
can make a profit off of that guy.
Look at that guy. It's like so snivelly, like
So fucked up.
snivelly.
Matt Loki wants to be in Germany in the 1940s.
Okay, all right. No. It's all fun and games.
Hey Matt. Hey, so what? Matt hangs out with Bryce Mitchell on the weekend.
Stop.
All right, no,
Hey, Matt, he's gonna be in Miami.
No, wait, Matt, you gotta come here. We're gonna close it out on the show. We're gonna do. We're finalizing everything, guys, and let's tail it at home with our old gas station review.
God.
Matt,
I want some energy behind this.
What do we have today, Matt? What do we have?
Jolly Rancher C4. I've been staying on the C4. Sponsor me, please.
Please.
Been staying on the C4 on Green Apple Jolly Rancher. The Hawaiian Punch last week was insane. Green Apple's very good, but you gotta like the sour. You gotta like that like back of the tongue. Like you gotta like that. Kind of like a sweet tart type of taste. But very good. 7-Eleven Boca still running that 3 for $7 on C4. So got 2 more sitting in Simon's little Jew-mobile.
It's literally a German car.
Yeah, it is. It's a Volkswagen now.
Oh, you flip sides.
I'm going to give this, I forget what I gave the Hawaiian Punch, so I definitely can't go above that one because that one's my favorite right now. But like, probably like a 7.4. 7.4. It's not in the 6s. It's not like it's
Did
above.
you was the Hawaiian 8?
I think it probably was in the 8s or it was like a 7.
200 milligrams of caffeine. I had half a Diet Coke last night and almost died.
That's look at you.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't let me get a pizza from fucking 7-Eleven today. Dude,
Who's getting a pizza at 7-Eleven?
Thank
just
you.
a slice.
That's
And who did we see walking out with just a slice?
And a banana. Mm-hmm. Some bald guy.
Wrap it up. It was a bald guy.
it's a bald guy.
A lot of bald guys around South Florida, Ray. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, these hairlines are really going down. So
It's just the sun. I don't know. But Ray, who do you got for the Masters?
I'm
gas station.
Yeah,
bald guy,
Masters. Yeah, what do you want? We're just all over. So, what do you like in next year's MLB? Fucking honestly, I'd like to see Scotty Scheffler. I'm a Scotty guy too. Not unfortunately, I like it. Or I like DeChambeau. We'll see if he pulls it out. But yeah, I'm rooting for the Americans here.
Shout out to Jim Nantz calling another Masters. He's going to be doing the 100th Masters on his 75th. When he turns 75. So I know you'd hate the guy, Matt, for some reason.
I don't hate Jim Nantz.
Oh, really?
Is he a Jew? No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not Jewish.
Because if he is, Matt hates him.
Nothing against Jim Nantz ever.
Matt's the type of guy who goes to a sports bar. He doesn't walk in, I don't need the sound on. And then sound's on. He's like, oh, yeah, people are actually watching now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you have to say about that?
I enjoy a game with or without sound.
That's fucked. Ray?
Well, that's our show, guys. We're going to close it out here at the MVP show, guys. Looking forward to the Masters this weekend. We have UFC 314. I'll be at the PFL, possibly at Miami as well. We shall see what happens this week. I'll have the picks going in for MVP for UFC this week. I feel very confident going in, and it'll be a great week coming up with sports and betting, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.